What's up guys, how y'all doing today? So the last time y'all saw this thing, I was cutting the front core support. Some left of it right there. Just a little bit. Yeah, it's all right. So some still left over there. I gotta drill out all the little spot welds coming up pretty soon. I'm gonna be doing that tomorrow to remove the rest of it. The exo cart is not happening anymore. I've decided for the class I wanna race in, I cannot have the exo cart. But because it is gonna be a race car, it really doesn't matter how this vehicle approves as long as it passes tech. Parents wise, I will not care about this car. But for like situations like this, because this car does have a whole new rear quarter that was done ages ago and not done 100%, I'm gonna have to throw some patches on here. Today in this video, I am gonna be cutting all the way down here, Gonna be getting some patches to be able to cut all of this out and weld new patches. It's not supposed to look pretty or anything, it's just supposed to hold so the rear half doesn't fall off. And like this, it is separating, so I'm gonna hammer it back in and just get a whole nother plate to weld. Because now this doesn't look too horrible. I don't really care. The car is supposed to be a track car, and I'm gonna have support back here, even though the half of the car is going to be looking like this, done by the previous people who worked on it. And I'm going to be redoing it to spec for racing. Also, for it doing that, I am going to be compensating. I'm going to be welding a bar across from here to here, then have one center bar that's going to mount right here straight to it, just to compensate for the issue of the whole back half. Just so there is some type of structural support. I'll probably end up throwing a couple more bars just across to stiffen up the chassis, especially with that type of stuff. Because if I do, I am doing time attacks, so I'm not worried about someone smashing into me. But I need the car to be stiff, but also light. So also in this video, we will be removing the interior. So I'm going to remove all my car parts, all of the fluids that I've been doing. And take off everything off the interior besides the seats. I will be keeping them just for the time being, just so I can move it around whenever I get the motor. With the mirrors, I'm getting more sleeker design mirrors. They're lighter, they're sleeker, more aerodynamic, so better, faster, funner. New motor mounts are coming in, so just waiting for a nice payday, then I'm gonna be able to purchase all that. Then for the motor, it's just gonna get a new top end, and that's pretty much it. And a turbo and stock PSI 200 wheel. And a car that I'm shooting for 1,500 pounds with the doors. I'm actually going to be deleting the glass. I will not need any of this anymore, so all of this can go away. We'll be selling all these parts, but nobody's hit me up for it, so they will probably end up be sitting in my shed until one of my buddies needs it, because we all have Civics. But it's all under here, just all the support, it's all gonna get cut out. So like this right here, it's all gonna get cut out. It's gonna be a bear skin door. Everything else, everything gonna get dropped. I have a nice little tunnel. I went to Grid Life, got a new shift knob, stuff like that. So sunroof is gonna come out, and this one's actually in great shape. Not sunroof, but roof skin, whatever the hell you want to call it. We'll have to order a whole new core support, but for the time being, just focusing on getting the motor done and doing some support back here. But for right now, just throwing patch panels in, and that's it, because it's going to be a race car. As long as it passes spec, that's all I care about. And because like all this is going to be all back, all this support's still going to be there, but I'm going to cut it all off because it all just bolts up. So it's not really supporting anything, but I'm going to build straight bars all the way down. I mean, it's pretty much the whole rear quarter is going to be supported. It's going to be really stiff, but also it's going to eventually have a roll cage whenever I get more funds, and it's going to have a half cage. So it's going to sit probably right here and go all the way back. So, I mean, there's going to be a lot of support. It's going to be very stiff, but also making it more stiff causes a little bit more weight. So we're going to have to figure that out. But thank you all for watching it. Future me is going to come up next. Hey, what's up guys? So it's future me back, or the continuance of this video. I kind of did some stuff off the camera, got all the cut. Haven't started working on this side, but I did start making some progress. But I did end up completely welding this section. These two are way too big to be welding, so I'm gonna have to slap some Bondo onto there like I was already going to. It's not gonna be pretty Bondo. It's not supposed to fill in everything, but it is what it is. But I got it welded. Of course, I couldn't get it 100%, so it is a little off-centered, but if it holds, it holds. That's all that matters. So this is the sheet I did pick up. I picked up some 16 gauge, not super thick, but thick enough because I am running a patch panel and not butting it up. So I'm gonna be placing on top and just kind of tacking it in place and doing small welds around just for it to hold. It's thick enough that I won't bend, but I should be able to bend it just slightly for like certain angles I would need, but it should be all good. These are the cutting discs that I will be using to make all my patch panels, stuff like that. I do have Bondo, but I will not be Bondoing it in this video. It's not a big deal. It's just, for right now, it's just gonna have a gaping hole. The whole reason why right now I'm focusing on the chassis is because I do not want the rust to grow. Just try to get the patch panel and make sure it's all good. Then I'll do the body work after I get the motor put back in. But it's a little bit of cash to get it turboed, buy my tuner and everything. But for right now, just get the chassis while I'm building some cash, just because this all cost me under 50 bucks and I can stop the spread of the rust and hopefully be able to build some support back there as well. All right guys, I completely forgot to record, but I just layered the first layer of Bondo after plating it. I am just gonna leave that hole there for right now. Might end up running something through there just because, I don't know, it's gonna be a race car, so figure out whatever. But I did end up actually throwing some layers on here just so the holes are not there. Then for right now, I just threw it over there because it was already cleaned up. Still got to cut out this section and just re-weld on top of it. That's pretty much the goal, but let's get on to stripping the interior now. I am going to be sticking everything in little baggies because I am trying to get rid of all this interior pieces. So if you need anything, hit me up. I'm trying to sell everything besides the dash. Maybe someone died in this car. What the hell? But whatever. Well, I am going to be gutting these doors, so all of this is all going to have to go to these power mirrors. There's nothing left of those, but power mirrors, the harnesses, everything like that's going to get eventually pulled off. Just more and more. Look at that. Duct tape from factory. Honda quality. Definitely weird. It's all on this side as well, but we ball. And also the guy I bought this car from kind of like sold it to me with all of his shit still in it. Like, yeah, like most of this isn't mine. Like this isn't mine. This is mine. That's transmission fluid I changed out. But the rest of it, like these pockets are full. All of the doors were full of change. These sockets are mine, but most of it isn't. Like all back there, and that's fucking mine. Besides like the sheet of metal that's right there. The rest is literally part of the car or his personal belongings. Like in the glove box is full of it. I guess while we're at it, we'll see how much money I can make back from a $500 or $850 Civic. Let's see. Let's see. Where's that? Right there. All right, good enough. Let's go. Let's see how much money we make. It's kind of cool though. I don't know. I might be able to make my money back. Let's get this thing out real quick. It's a little 2012. Let's see. Yep, there she is. Alright, the seat should be out now. So, yep. Let's get her out real quick. Face mask. A lot more change. Let's get this good. Alright, that's good right there. Face mask. I don't know if I should touch that. Piece of my motor mount. Don't ask. Expecting more. Come on. And the carpet will be going trash on this, so this will not be for sale. It's all standing. I don't think you want it. So I'm not even going to attempt to sell it. That's been very used. But that's sellable.